who created Allah Almighty? This comprehensive explanation delves into theological, philosophical, and logical perspectives to provide a thorough understanding. The central belief in Islamic theology is that Allah, God, is the uncreated creator of everything. Unlike creation, Allah has no beginning and no end. This is emphasized in the Quran, where Allah is described as eternal and self-existent. For instance, in Surah Al-Ikhlas 100:114, Allah declares, "Say, He is Allah who is one, Allah, the eternal refuge. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to Him any equivalent." This verse highlights two key attributes of Allah: His eternal existence and His incomparability. Allah is beyond human concepts of birth, creation, or lineage. He is not part of creation, but the originator of it. As the creator of time and space, Allah exists beyond these constructs, making the question, who created Allah, inapplicable. Understanding Allah as the uncreated creator reminds us of His supremacy and helps us comprehend that everything depends on Him, but He depends on nothing. Wait a bit. They are Naria, weakness, dread, success, cake, death, death's a. The concept of infinity is challenging for humans to fully grasp, but it is essential to understanding Allah's nature. Allah is infinite, eternal, and unbound by time, space, or matter. He exists without a beginning or end, which differentiates Him from creation. This is echoed in Surah Al-Hadid 57:3. He is the first and the last, the most high and the most near, and He is the all-knower of everything. Being the first, Allah, means that there was nothing before Allah. He is the origin of all existence. Similarly, being the last, Allah, Al-Akhir, means He will remain when everything else ceases to exist. These attributes emphasize His eternal and self-sustaining nature. As human beings, we often try to fit Allah into our limited understanding of time and space. However, Allah's infinite nature defies these limitations. This realization fosters humility as it reminds us of our finite existence compared to Allah's boundless reality. Allah. The question, who created Allah, assumes that Allah is subject to the same rules as creation, such as having a cause or a beginning. This is a category error, as Allah is not part of the created universe. The rules that apply to creation, such as causality and temporality, do not apply to the Creator. The fallacy lies in misunderstanding the definition of Allah. By definition, Allah is the ultimate, self-existing being. If Allah were created, then He would not be God, as He would depend on something else for His existence. This would lead to an infinite regress, where each creator would require another creator ad infinitum. Such a chain is illogical and untenable. Islamic scholars often address this fallacy by explaining that Allah is necessary being, a being whose existence is required for everything else to exist. The necessity of Allah's existence eliminates the need for a creator for Him. This understanding aligns with rational thought and reinforces faith in Allah's unique and eternal nature. The Kalam cosmological argument is a philosophical explanation often used to illustrate the necessity of an uncaused creator. It can be summarized as follows. Hola hanaho hobute nikihar. 1. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. 2. The universe began to exist. 3. Therefore, the universe has a cause. This argument leads to the conclusion that the universe's cause must be an eternal, uncaused and powerful being, Allah. The premise that the universe began to exist is supported by both scientific discoveries, e.g., the Big Bang Theory, and Islamic teachings. The Quran states, "Do not those who disbelieve see that the heavens and the earth were a joint entity, and we separated them and made from water every living thing? Then will they not believe?" Surah Al-Anbiya 21:30. The cause of the universe cannot itself be caused, as this would create an infinite regress. Instead, the cause must be eternal and self-sustaining, which perfectly describes Allah. The Kalam argument provides a logical framework for understanding why Allah, as the creator, is uncreated. Misconceptions about Allah often arise from comparing him to human or material concepts. Many people struggle with the idea of an uncreated being because they are accustomed to observing things within the confines of time and causality. However, Allah is fundamentally different from his creation. The Quran repeatedly emphasizes Allah's uniqueness. There is nothing like unto him, and he is the hearing, the seeing. Surah Shakra 42:11. Analogies can help clarify this point. For example, consider a painter and a painting. While the painting depends on the painter for its existence, the painter exists independently of the painting. Similarly, Allah created the universe without being dependent on it or resembling it in any way. It is crucial to address these misconceptions with compassion and clarity, as they often stem from limited understanding rather than intentional disbelief. By emphasizing Allah's unique attributes, we can help others develop a more accurate understanding of his nature. Reader, these advices, edhojimit, edhiji kitme, reflecting on Allah's uncreated nature, can strengthen one's faith and deepen one's connection to him. Contemplating the signs of creation, such as the intricate design of the universe, the balance of nature, and the complexity of life, leads us to recognize Allah's role as the ultimate creator. The Quran encourages such reflection. Indeed, in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and the alternation of the night and the day, are signs for those of understanding. Surah Al-Imran. Surah Al-Imran. Saying brother Hayas the Katam. Those are the Katam. By understanding Allah's eternal and self-existent nature, believers can feel a sense of awe and gratitude. It reminds us that Allah is always present, watching over his creation and providing for their needs. This realization fosters trust, reliance, and submission to his will. This understanding can provide comfort in times of doubt or hardship. Knowing that Allah is eternal, unchanging, and all-powerful gives believers a firm foundation to navigate life's challenges. Strengthening one's faith through reflection and study ultimately leads to a more fulfilling spiritual journey. And